Magic. Wow. Maybe. Route 2 Legendary, I think I'm just gonna keep going as far as I can. Maybe I'll hit puberty by the time I get done. Ooh, la. Maybe we'll get another escape rope. Escape. Ugh. blast indeed. My ex-girlfriends. Usually. Give it. Can't catch up behind them.
Okay. Is it just me, or do they feel a little squishy? Got rare candy, but no blue. Yeah. Gosh. So I didn't read much into it, but I saw that they arrested the mom or sister of the Duger or whatever, and then the other Duger brother got arrested for pedophilia or child pornography or whatever as well. What the fuck is wrong with that family? I mean, yeah. Holy shit. turn that back on. I wonder if I could do that. So, my thought was to set it so that when I mute, the face light goes red. When I unmute, it's the white that I should be used to. To hook this thing up to my computer. It's for long. Shouldn't be impossible. Probably have to use my phone as an interlocker.
Basically, I have to hook up the phone to this because it's supposed to be like a fake, actual phone one or something like that. I'll be right back. It's not even going to be more than a minute, but I will be right back.
Yeah, I don't really think that up. That's how all that was controlled. Did it poorly. Ugh. Use my inhaler, and I had to get the gunk out that was bothering me. This is just a gas X. My stomach's been making a hell of a lot of noises, so. This guy's gonna lose a lot of weight by the time we get to him running around this table all this time. Making sure I was healed. Just only getting 5K, huh? Did I just not register something before the match starts? Oh, poor thing. I'm trying to make 5 days ago. You got a balloon?
will stand by that. Condolences. Leo, I'm sorry, I wish I had a plushie of that. I wouldn't probably spend money on it. Maybe I'll learn sewing or something. Okay. I don't know. Like, well, I can't really catch anything. Because if I want it, I'd actually want it. And I don't want to get rid of anybody's. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the shiny Turtonator for the Electro, or the electric dog. Yeah, we'll risk it. Alright. Oh. I see. I think I worked out what it is, but it's also just... Yeah, so... there's 3 here. 2 Voltorbs in this line. There's 1 Voltorb here. 0 Voltorbs here. 2 Voltorbs in this line. 1 in this line. Ugh. Oh, and the totals out to 6, and this one totals out to 5. 2, 3. So wait, they're all 1s. No, they can't be all 1s. 1 has to be a Voltorb. This is 5. But there is 1 Voltorb, so one of these is 2. And I need to figure out which one of these is 2. Could have probably done something. 5, 1. So we've got this row. We could build off of this. So this one equals 3. Has 2 Voltorbs in it, equals 3. So if we say 1's here, that counts for all of those. Nope, fuck, I did it wrong. It's fine, it probably would have been like half an hour of me just working out. And it... Yeah, I know the general gist. Going to this one. Kinda need battle stuff, so I'm gonna go here. You know what? Turtonator. We are going to see what we get. partially. I don't think we'll get another shiny back, but it's worth a try. Also, I wonder if I would get anything different than trading him. Ooh, now step up. That's interesting. Okay. I feel like we need to change that. Probably change some stuff. Do we have? One more serving logo. Fruit. Hey, my desk is such a mess of boards. Lost that. The worst part is, like, I think I'm still able to basically do a setup and tear down for the desk. Now, I don't know weight-wise if it's okay for at the table at my brother's house. Would be my question. And it might even be because of the mic getting on that I might just pack this table. It's just a picnic table set up, but it's heavy duty enough and it's working. So I can do that for when I go to my brother's. Okay. Is that just once? Yeah, do you have any recommendations, Mr. Oscar? I'll be a stickler. This mod or ROM hack gives me the opportunity to see the he'll learn synthesis thrash power whip will be learned in 84. Oh, I want to do that beforehand. I like jungle healing, whatever that is. That'll be interesting if we get that far. Zarud. Can we teach you stance here? That's joke. This recommendation didn't include jungle healing. Southwest. So we'll reduce the special defense. Yeah, I guess we'll keep that because maybe we can work it with something. Rare candies we can use, that's good. Don't know my mistake. Is it supposed to be again competitive? We'll get one of these first. It's just boosters. Wow, since I got this one first without really thinking about it, it's probably, that's on this way. It's probably, the other one. I don't know what temperature there is, I will see how it is. What was the recommended? Competitive. Competitive, what? Oh. I'm assuming that's just for the enemies. I thought we were gonna do something that lowers my attack. Charge beam. Can we give him? I'll stick with something else. Do it instead of stored power. Still did it. We weren't gonna wait till forever. Did I already teach him it maybe? Just forgetting? Like a second ago? get some... Probably... You know about close combat, honestly. Because it is... Like, yeah, you get it when you get... I get the thing about speeding it. But if you don't kill... I guess maybe not the greedy too. This is cluttered. All I can think about is Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. It's like, there's so cluttered here, I can't think. And he throws off one single piece of paper. So, we're going against. Don't. Yep, it is. Most consistently, it's him. I don't think we had anything that had like low. Check our PPs. Make out. I like the different colors. It's just, for some reason, it's more amusing to me than it should. I mean, you're not going to use it more than once, now that I think about it. It's a waste of a precious link left there.
boxes if you're carrying. Don't leave your things on. Like if you knock it over and it goes on the floor, dust and shit gets in it. It's annoying as hell. This is still basically mine. Since I know it can't really do anything to kill me at this point, like I can't do anything to kill it.
Like bitrate being good, bitrate seems nice. Yeah, we're gonna body press again. Poor Ditto. I was about to say Rocket. Team Rocket never, there's... Yeah, let's just do a straight body press. Oh, I'm missing. And I guess Sandstorm lowers accuracy. Okay. No, I'm not really worried about this. I'm trying to think about, like, what we need to plan for next time. So. I was just like, oh shit, we gotta switch over to rest time, which I actually didn't think about. I just went straight to the one that would defend. Well, duh. Absolutely. Literally no other choice other than walking by it like a fool. Fire type, we've got Blaine incoming. Blaine incoming. This is probably the one that you should always take, assuming it's not giving up something that you need. That we have 300 on the Megadex now. Is this not great? these maybe. Could get some hype. How much? 18 hyper potions. I could also do potion strats. How good that's gonna be. Let's see. Basketball. Let's get a heavy ball as well. Try to remember not to sell. Or rather... Oh. Is it? Is it really? I mean, it wasn't right in front of me and I was kind of mumbling, but... No. Oh man, I hope I haven't been doing this every time. I haven't readjusted the volume, have I? Yeah, it's a bit, but the volume's still loud. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I did not think of... No, it should be. It should very much be. Let's see. Like there? How's that? It is a little bit, like, loud generally, but, no, thank you, Casey. I appreciate that, because it was, like, I don't know, it's still, I think it kept the settings, but it was just a little bit louder than usual, so, or it should be, so appreciate that. How's your, evening going? I guess it's 3:14 in the morning, so... I don't know what happy hour is, and now I want to buy it. Shit. Cool. Yeah, I got done with work and started streaming. Cat cam on too, which is... I haven't put up yet, or I haven't, updated the stream stuff with it. It's more just kind of adjusting to using it, or how I'm going to be using it. But, yeah. Do you have pets, I guess, or, Thunderwave. Thunderwave's pretty good, actually. I'm not very good at Pokemon. Oh my gosh. I guess that is a notification just for chat, right? How would I change that? How would I lower that, I guess, would be what I'm looking for, right? Such a pro. No. It should be this, right? No, it's just me. So. I haven't had actually somebody say that before. And so, no, it's not on there. It'd be on Stream Elements, so my brain is just probably up here on the actual thing. Ooh! My brother's got a German Shepherd. I'm actually gonna be, well, it's gonna be June, but I'll be babysitting him, and a dachshund as well again. They are, he was supposed to be like an emotional dog, or I think he was supposed to be a police dog, but he was too loving or something. And then he had anxiety. He has anxiety issues. So he's just the best. Well, lately or the last couple years, since they've moved to their new house, my brother's place, he doesn't recognize me right away at all anymore. It also was because for a while I didn't see him. Trying to see about trying to adjust that sound. No. Use stream elements. I think I want stream elements because that should help adjust that. Thinking to get Thunderwave on the thing. I used to have a long-haired Chihuahua mixed with a Terrier, and after she passed, we had like a cancerous lump. We knew it was cancerous. She wasn't in pain or anything, but my folks didn't think to call me or talk to me at all. They just came back from the vet with a dead dog in a box. So I was just like, what? So it didn't really help. It wasn't really great for adjusting and everything. Yeah, it was just like, what the fuck? And it was just like, I kind of was just like, I was silent. I was just like, I wanted to just yell at him. I'm like, you didn't think to call me that I might want to go there? It wasn't like 2 hours away or nothing. It wasn't like she needed to be, like, this could have waited. It just upset me. It was just like like nothing. So I think it was about a month, my sister-in-law and my niece were like, you need something. So they gave me Rhesus, which is this kitty. Rhesus was like 16 when I got her or something. She was old. She was at least 24 last year when I had to put her down, put her to sleep. So yeah, oh my word. And then that was Lily. Lily was a barnyard kitten from one of the local farms that they got, because they couldn't give Rhesus couldn't be alone, so I got a kitty younger than that even, and Rhesus. And Rhesus became my baby, like, pretty fast. She just talked to me all the time. It was great. But, then, now, the cat you see here, I'm not gonna wake her up, it's, Maria, and then I've got Sebastian. So it turns out after my nephew was born, something changed with her. She became much more allergic to cats and cat hair. So, like, she broke out in a rash, she was having trouble breathing, so one weekend I got 2 more cats. Did not work out with Lily. I had to rehome her, unfortunately, because it was, when it's just me by myself here, my folks go to Florida, they usually can, yeah, no, right? I was like, single guy with 2 cats? No, single guy with 4 cats. But we had to rehome Lily because her and Sebastian wouldn't get along. I tried different things, and I was alone for a while. It was like I was coming home and they were having cuts and stuff, so I separated. I put like 2 different food areas, 2 different everythings, and still they would have issues, so it was like they weren't adjusting. But so we got to rehome her, thankfully, and then, you know, everybody was like, oh, we're all fine together. Rhesus kind of just, I don't know, she talked all the time, and it made my, like, evening. She would chit-chat, like, if I would be like, what are you looking at? And she'd be like, meh. And it's just like, well, I don't know about that. She'd be like, meh. And say something else, and she'd react in different tones, or just, and then she'd butt her head against me. And I think for, oh my word, for the longest time, basically I didn't even think about it because it's been a year or so. It's when I lay down, I got a CPAP mask and stuff, so I lay down, I kind of lay there and prep and stuff. She would basically come up and lay on my chest. Not really until I fell asleep, generally, sometimes, but sometimes just to get some pets and stuff, and then go off to wherever. But, oh my word. She was my baby, and it was just, like, when, I had a house flood 2 years ago at this point, maybe? I'm not even sure at this point, but it was a while before Reese's passed, so over a year and a half ago now. she was at my aunt's place with my mom, and I would talk to my mom on the phone, and she put me on speakerphone, and Rhesus would come out of the bedroom or come out from wherever she was meowing like, "Where's Dad? Where's Dad?" And it felt so bad. It was just like, aw. I miss having a dog though. German Shepherds are, at least Nacho is just the best. He's such a lover. He loves snow. Oh my gosh, he loves snow. Go with it. Oh, I want to make sure I get this. The world's best max potion. Okay, well. Got a Master Ball once, and like a dog finding a pie in a bush, I will be checking it forever. Okay, so, I mean, this was a pretty good team. Well, this is this whole team, rather, not Meowstick and Zarude. Zarude and Meowstick were well traded, and then this one was on the second route. Oh yeah, I forgot to even say, like, have you played Pokemon Emerald Road? Wow, it's fun. It's difficult, but it's fun. I had to change to have IVs on hard mode because it was just no, I wasn't getting far enough. And the first time I turned on IVs, I don't know if I was just used to that slog, because I got to like the Elite Four, and then haven't gotten to the Elite Four since. I have everything I want to get before I leave. Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm not terribly familiar, at least with a bunch of the recent ROM hacks. I don't know. From what I saw on the, I was curious, I looked up some YouTubes on it, or some YouTube videos on it, and they were about a year old, so I'm not sure if this was just recent, or if this was just, because I saw one of the YouTubers that I watched playing it, and playing it on a stream, and I was just like, what is this? So I immediately went to the Discord and downloaded it, made the patch. It's very roguelike, so you have the areas. I guess you wouldn't be able to see my finger pointing or anything, but yeah, so these rocks would be different encounters. Oh damn, nice. That's probably honestly my least favorite Pokemon. And then in here it was just like, well, throw counter and magic mirror on it, and then amnesia or whatever, and it's like, it's basically invincible with leftovers or something. It's quite a Pokemon. I just still don't like it. I don't know if it's the whole manga, anime. I didn't read the manga, but the anime of Quagsire just annoyed the hell out of me. Team Rocket or whatever, but yeah, all these different encounters. I don't know. You already talked about it. I'm not gonna explain that. What do I want to do? IVs would probably be the best. What do you? 3 meteor beams. Let's go with IVs. I'm not very good at this. I usually have like a 50-50 depending on who they get, who's given who. I'd rather make Volt Weaver stronger. Yeah, on hard, generally it's, I mean, you're seeing legendaries, you're seeing stuff. This, I have its own thing, but it's just like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not good enough. I need to put it on average first, beat the thing, and unlock the rest of it, because right now I've unlocked the daycare, all 4 slots, or 3 slots, and then I've got my Pokemon decked out to go, and I basically just need the bakery. Yeah, well, I mean, even just my brain just went off. Where were we? We're fighting in the thing. even in just the regular runs and stuff, like the first, it's, yeah, I can't look at these and show it, but yeah, they were, generally pretty good, and then either I make a stupid mistake or I'm not familiar enough with movesets, so, like, it's just a lot, too. And then there's the games where it was like Voltorb Flip, I just need to relearn the rules / actually look at it and read it up. The other one, the Who's That Cry, I just find like annoying that we're learning all these Pokemon's different cries. Now maybe that's just because none of that was there when I was playing so much earlier, or what, but okay. Basically, yeah. It's like, who's that Pokemon? I think I've gotten wrong once, and it's like, it's not that I know their names, it's I know the forms, and I know, like, oh, well, that's not Tinkerton, that's not Klinklang, and that's not Bellybolt, that's obviously, you know, Dynamo or something. You got this. Who else do we have? I don't want to use these ideas. Cleaver and Oh, yes, please. Oh, shit, I forgot you probably would do that. Is Shadow Tag gonna cause me issues? Why is Cleaver not dead? Sometimes I'm wondering if I don't know Pokemon that well, or if I don't, or if there's a bug. I've had one or two occasions where I think it's also just because the text goes by so fast, and that's because I have it on, like, instant. Yeah, I thought I would die, and I think might have been, kind of my benefit, but I don't know why. Like, why would that not have? Maybe because it was the poison, it wasn't the actual attack. Like, maybe that's intended. I kind of guessed it would. No matter how it died, it would. Just as if it faints, so. Yeah, I think that maybe we'll go with bug. Excuse this. Just this one, and before that probably would be Pokerogue would be the closest thing that I would have played. Way back, what was it? Fire? No, not Fire Red. Something Radical Red, maybe. There was some mod pack that I had played, or not mod pack, but ROM hack that I had played like that. I played a few different ones, but none of them. Yes, Radical. Yeah, that was fun if I remember it correctly. It was also difficult, but it was more. It was fun. It was definitely fun. This was. Like, I feel like I could play this just for the off time for a good long time, just with the randomness. You could also set it, I don't know if it's new, that you can set the, it's an addition to add like a Poke Satchel, so you could take 1 of 3 random Pokemon out instead of taking your regular one. You can still have the people in the thing, but you would take a random starter, basically. It looked interesting to try that for like a run. Okay, so I didn't realize X-Sizer would do that. You know what? We've got it. We've got this in the bag. We're just gonna finish this off. Chandelier. I'm sure we're fine, right? It's not even my team. Why am I getting upset or worried about this? It's been so long, I don't remember how it balanced it, but nice, got stronger. I have to definitely say I like well, I haven't honestly used this dex this way, so I don't know what it's comparative to. If it's been quite a while since I played Emeralds too, so. But when you're looking at your Pokemon, you can go over and see the dex entries. They show the different abilities. They show the moves that they can learn from the tutor, TMs, and TRs. It's so handy. The evolution data, how they evolve. It is very, very cool. And maybe it's also just the nostalgia. Like, it's like, oh, it still fits in the frame of what it was. It's great. But yeah, it's I like the randomness. I don't know how to describe it. I'd almost say it's it's a light novel I read, and I can't remember what it was called and what it translated to. But it was like Pokemon hardcore. So, like, the main character had like a fox that turned out to be like an incarnation of change or something. But that's I guess spoilers. Sorry. But yeah, it was like Pokemon, hardcore Pokemon. So he was raised up on an island where, like, basically a ghost-type Pokemon would be implanted in these children. They battle it out to the death, and it's like if you live, and every night they have to, like, feed this soul energy to it, or else it might eat their soul and just kill them. This is run by, like, rogues that are, like, have like wolves that, like, I think early on they do, like, one of the children tries to run. It is very cool, and I need to look up the name of it again, because it's a very good read. It just kind of teeters off, but it never, I don't think there was anything along the same lines done, but it was like, instead of Pokeballs, it was soul, so your level of soul could determine what or how many monsters you would have. I forget what they call them, soul beasts, I believe, or something. But it was like, one of the cooler things was the, like, effects, like the I'd have to look at I'll Google it, or not Google it, I'll Google Ultra Beasts. I don't know. I don't think that's it. No. That's the Pokemon, never mind. No. It wasn't Pokemon. So, like, one of the things, not the, kind of imagine it was like a ghastly, that would eat the children's souls or whatever. But they feed this soul energy, and then it's like, you don't feed it enough, it won't, like, might eat you. But if you do feed it enough, you can teach it to be in control, and there's all sorts of ones like that. And it turns out the main character, like, had been tricked to give away his first soul pact from like an intelligent soul monster. It was really cool. But one of the kids gets attacked with like his monster gets attacked with like a freezing attack. And he recalls the monster back into him, and he freezes to death. He doesn't do like the proper incantation or something, and he freezes to death. And it happens once or twice throughout the story where it's like somebody gets distracted or something happens where they aren't able to protect themselves, and they get soul poisoned, or they get like corroded or burnt to death. It's fun. I like the death in it, because it was just like, oh my gosh. But so basically imagine like the main character's fox demon was like, I want to say not Ninetales, but it was multi-tailed one. But all of these monsters are only supposed to like evolve once, or mutate once, and even that is very rare, apparently. But his dad was like a big trainer and stuff too. It was very, very, it was well done, but at the same time it was also like, I felt it left stuff open that he could have wrote stories about the dad for days. Because apparently the dad had, like, wasn't supposed to actually marry his mom. His mom was supposed to be, like, the priestess of a religion or something and not be tainted, so to speak, with the child. But instead of killing the child, and it's like he like self-exiled, and they like took some of his monsters and imprisoned them in, like, so he couldn't. So if the monster ran off, they can't like get rid of the pact. You can kill them. You can sever the pact if they're like close, like within 100 meters, I think it was what they said, I think, at one point. So if you know you're in the right town, but if you try and sever that pact and it doesn't sever, it just hurts you. So it's like you can't really do anything if, like, the main character, the intelligent soul monster ran off. It was a pretty good read. I forget how long it was, but I would say it was a light novel. We're going against Blaine. And honestly, it was definitely a good read. I gotta look it up, because that's gonna bug me. Monster. Look at images, I can find it from, like... No, all I'm getting is Monster Soul now, shit. No, not Soul Eater. Oh, type. Bugs here. Charm of Soul Pets. Yeah, it was the Charm of Soul Pets. Wait, there's Chu-Mu, the protagonist, was an heir to the Chu clan, but due to a plotted murder, he was thrown on an island sentenced to almost certain death. Not reading the rest. The rest of it doesn't. Fate a journey with his little moonlight fox. Yeah, the Charm of Soul Pets. I could definitely recommend it. It does teeter off at the end, if I recall correctly, but well worth the read. It was one of those, like, oh, hey, bunny. See ya, Lulu. Wow. Oh, I see. It's not CLA, it's CIA. Okay. I guess. I don't know. There was a bunny in there, right? Lulu bunny? But no, CIA, I guess. Probably. I'm such a dangerous person. Okay, talk about, yeah, Charm of Soul Pets, if you get a chance, I'm not sure if it's available to read, like, freely anymore. I know at one point, because I started reading it before it was finished. I know at one point I was reading it from, like, Happy Friday, right? I was reading it from rough, like, machine translations, and I think, wait, do I still have it up? Damn it, I don't. It was Korean. I don't want to get that wrong, so don't quote me on that. Whatever the original translation is, I did, like, got, like, Google rough translation of the original script and was reading it that way for, like, a month before I'm like, no, I gotta stop. It's giving me a headache. But it was good. It was like, oh. And that was multiple, because it was not fan translated quite yet. And they were still working out, like, styles too. That's difficult, adjusting the style from different languages somewhat. Sometimes it works easily, but sometimes not. Some of the jokes, like, switching between, at least I know, Japanese and English, it's like, they don't really work as well if they're cultural jokes, so to speak, so. You know, we've got Blaine. don't think we need to do anything, right? No, not really. I don't have a main game technically. Mostly, I've done Minecraft. I've done hardcore Minecraft. I've also got a Realm server that I can play on, but I haven't really done streaming on that. I played this for a couple of weeks now, actually, I think. I've also done Oxygen Not Included, and I think that's it so far. Okay, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in, Casey. I appreciate you talking and chatting and everything. Yeah, it's getting to bedtime now. Got about 15 minutes left myself before I call it. But yeah, maybe I don't know. I'll have a cat, bunny. No, we should protect her. I don't want to wake her up. I feel so bad when you do that. It's just like, oh. Yeah. Yeah, it was one of those, like, well, I want to stream, I want to start streaming and chatting. Just always found it fun. And the worst part is that I don't really watch streamers, I just watch, like, YouTubers mostly. But they do some streaming, and I would catch that occasionally, and then I had played a few years ago, like 6 years ago, maybe. No, it was 3-ish years ago, maybe, I guess. 3 years ago from now, I got off of disability. I was on disability for like 3 years for depression and stuff. I was having a real trouble finding any sort of medication that would help my depression. We are 45, right? That's... I know what I'm gonna do instead of wasting that. We should have stuff, right? We used that. I don't wanna... Yeah, we should be fine. Go with it. Minecraft was one of those, like, I figured I could jump into streaming that, so that's what I played, and I realized, like, well, I realized several things while streaming. Was one, this took a long time for me to figure out. I've had this mic for years. Like when I played with the streamer before, but right now I'm not going to mention him. I actually have to talk to him before I talk about him at all, if I want to do that. But I played with him. We had mic trouble. Like, I had to turn myself up 200%. They had to turn me up 200%. Couldn't figure out what the hell's going on. So it turns out, on Windows, if you use the aux port to plug in a mic instead of like a USB, it registers it as like a telecommunication thing, and it lowers the volume by 80%. As soon as I changed that, the mic was there, but when I started streaming, one of the things was just dog sitting for my brother, and I was like, well, I'm going to be there, not really doing anything but being on my computer, screwing around playing Minecraft or whatever. I think I actually played Oxygen Not Included too, though. I'm gonna be playing whatever, so it's like no excuse. So we'll do it. We'll start streaming. We'll just go with it, and we'll work from there. And somewhat worked out. I've got different layouts now. I've got the different scenes to switch to. Some elements, like I built this. I've got a second cam now for the cats, which I was really happy about getting. I'm gonna have to check if it makes any like impact overall. I don't think it should. I'm assuming I get a notification it's not overloading, but who knows? I also can't afford to get like new RAM with everything that's been going on. But totally lost my train of thought. Wonder why. Yeah, I had no excuse to do that, so we just appreciate the following or see it. Yeah, no excuse. So I played it there. Couldn't figure out for the longest time why I was having, because I had a decent enough sound. It turned out my headphones were our mics, and I never realized that these Beats headphones have like a little microphone in them. So talking on a phone, it hears just fine. It's it's boxy. It's very, very boxy. And I didn't know that that's where it was going from. but nobody was telling me that, like, it's boxy or, you know, it sounds okay, was all I really got. So it took a while to get some stuff adjusted, so hopefully it looks alright. I've got a light, and I've actually got, I don't know what it's called, it's like a white ring light that, I have to help light it up. But, okay. See, I'm wondering what I should do here. Because I know... Let's do Curse, because I know he's gonna Flare Blitz me until he... Fuck, he's 45 and he one-hit me. I didn't think he'd one-hit me, I didn't... Yeah, this is my issue. I underestimate, and I basically have nobody that can take this now. This Darmanitan has a Life Orb, and he Flare Blitzes. I've experienced this before. He Flare Blitzes the crap out of me. So if I live through this... Nope. It's like, if I was up to his level, I wouldn't have Bolt Weaver, wouldn't have died, Stamina kicks in, and basically I out-heal it, / use Curse or whatever. Physical attack. Try it. I didn't catch what it said it was faster due to. This is fine. I'm at 4 o'clock's my end point pretty much because it's more I need to. I could stay up till about 6 before I'm like, I gotta sleep. And I'm like, ugh. But it's more to make sure I get up before noon. I like watching streams of Minecraft. I'm thinking about trying Pixelmon or Cobblemon, one of those. Not through the Minecraft server. I've got to install stuff, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I'm thinking to do a stream of, well, just working on a mod or add-on for Minecraft. I think I could more easily make the mod off of the Minecraft server thing, but I want to make one on the server, or on their marketplace or whatever, a free one, that just makes all of the, so when you have villager trades, you could trade all, instead of just click trade twice, click it again so it refreshes all the items or brings them out of your inventory, click trade again twice, click it again so it refreshes. No, just trade all. I think it should be easy to do. I can't imagine it's going to be like adding things into the game that are crazy. But, who knows? Maybe there's a reason it hasn't been done. Forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot Mystic Muse without speed with Fake Out. Everybody's 45 now, yay! You know, the worst part is that I would have led with Mystic Muse like I usually do. Oh yeah, so yeah, how would you want me to make a, if I made a Pokemon named you, or if I renamed it, like Mystic Muse, or I think one of those, I guess, yeah, it would be Mystic Muse. I think was just a rando or something, I can't remember, but it's like, I don't mind renaming it if you like a Pokemon named after you. I don't really have, other than the team's basically dead. Okay, I'm gonna outspeed him, and I gotta pray for something good. It's not, I'm gonna die. I'd rather end this anyways. Have you played this one? This, not mod pack, this ROM hack, man. Okay, I saw Frisk. I didn't think I'd outspeed him. I didn't think that would work. Am I really? Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think that gotten that many. Yeah, confuse rate. So I'm on hard mode, other than I have IVs enabled. But other than that, it's still hard mode. It's still like generally at this is the 4th gym. Generally by the 5th gym, all of the gym leaders will have a legendary. 6th on the 6th route. Oh, it's just annoying. It doesn't affect him. He can't be burnt. Okay, well I figured I would die, but still. It's sad that I got this Zarude on route 2, so I beat the first gym, and then you go into the second route, and the legendary was there. I was just like, okay, what's it gonna be? And it's Zarude. I've found him before, but. So am I gonna just have a Zarude? Okay. Oh, okay. But yeah, it's not easy, and this isn't the most difficult setting. There's brutal. I don't know what brutal does or is. It does not sound fun. I'm afraid to even turn it on. We wanted that to. I didn't use any items because it was basically over when Volt Weaver died. I got a cat hair on my mouth. So after each adventure, when you beat the gyms or die to your lose to your rival, come back to your town, which you build, you expand out. It's very fun. If you haven't played this version of it, but yeah, it is so annoying. And basically need to get the bakery or the block shop in order to make my guys any better and to have a better chance. Like they level up. I think right now I'm starting out with their whatever is, it's not at that, but their I think I need to put the stuff in the EVs. I think that's where the blocks go into. But their IVs go up, their things, you can get their attacks. And you got this is the Safari Zone or area where your Pokemon that you've encountered on your adventure show up. So a list of Pokemon that have recently been sighted. So yeah, if you're still there, you are an artist stopping in, or just stopping in general, I guess. Usually you're asking if it's your main game or whatever. It's like, might be thinking of art things for the channel or whatever. But I was just wondering. Not a problem if it is, if you are. I just appreciate you stopping in, and always the follow too. It's been like 2 weeks since I got a follow. That's not bad. I'm ecstatic when one of my followers comes back too. When Sneaky Unicorn comes back, it's like a party in my brain. It's like that dopamine hit. It's just like, ah, shit, I have a friend. I was thinking that everybody has their name, I guess, like for their followers. I guess it's like their groupie name or something. It's like, I just want to be my friends. You want to be my neighbors? I think neighbor works better. I love to be a new Mr. Rogers. It's been quite a rough ride of life, and I'd love to sap some wisdom on people if they want it, or help people out if they need it. Depression and anxiety inside. Found out, like, several months ago, I found out that my testosterone levels were really low. Like, whoa, low. And so it was also just like my motivation. It's always been pretty bad since about senior year of high school, year after I graduated high school, so about 19, 18, 19. Like, lacked motivation. Started, basically, I just thought I had depression. And then there was my thyroid issues, all this other shit that came up, but that was more, it just added on, and it added on. Eventually, it just was too much. I had to, like, take a mental health break, try and find some antidepressants that worked. I took a leave of absence and then short-term and long-term disability from my computer or software engineering job. We worked to make agricultural apps sync data between the farms and the producers, or check the chemical levels of the fields. One of the things I had worked on was the different elevation levels of a field, and then also implementing that over a map, a topographical map, and then also the different chemical levels, so they take samples from various points in the field, and then that gets plotted out on the app, basically, to help the farmers get the best yield, to help them manage, like, here's all this stuff, here's this thing, this is what the best crop rotation would be here with your soil levels, or you need to add in this, you know, they could be more aware of that as well through the various, like, testing apps and stuff that we had implemented or worked with. It was very cool, but I had to I just lost it. So I had to take a break. I had to finally found an antidepressant that I kind of worked, which was good because I was getting kicked off of disability, off of disability. That was the limit. I wasn't gonna fight for, like, full term disability because it's like I can work. I just, you know, so I had found something that at least made it so I was able to go through my day. But for like 3 years, I didn't I still really didn't do much of anything. But yeah, the testosterone really seems to have been a big part of that. So it was a big, like, oh my god, like, yeah, if you're having check your hormones. I know people say that, but it's like, it's important. And even if it's not medically low, if you're feeling like you don't have that motivation to, like, I could get myself physically to go and exercise. I would feel physically that it would feel good. I would then feel like shit when I was done exercising because I was such a piece of crap that I couldn't get myself to do that more often. It was all negative. And I don't know how to describe it otherwise. Everything weighed so much more. Like, the week I started testosterone, it was just like, oh shit, everything's a little lighter, and then, like, it progressively got better. I think it was like the week of, or the second week, my mom heard me laugh, and I was just like, I told her, I came out, I was like, you hear me? And I was just like, she's just like, yeah, you're laughing. I'm like, yeah, it was odd. I caught myself there. I was just like, I haven't done that in a while. It had been a while since I was in college. So if I could spread that news or whatever, or help people, like, because it's not an easy world right now. It's definitely a crazy bullshit place. I was going in here to try and find a shiny that we encountered. We got a shiny something. And eventually I'm like, you know what, it'll show up. It'll show up. It was you. Was it you? I don't think it was you. Wait, a shiny lantern. That was that was like 2 runs ago. Okay. This is going well. So, the Pokemon you catch on your runs will, like, turn up here. And then, if you're on your team and stuff, they work, but as soon as they die, they're out. But once you're back on your runs, you gotta catch them here in order to use them later. So if I wanted to use, like, Impidimp, I'd have to catch them here. But I've also got Shiny Fever. So I love the shiny. Also, that's the Volt Absorb one. That's a good one. What I wish is that I could set this to use a random starter from like a box. And then I would have a whole box of Pokemon that I would just go random starter between this one and this one, somebody in the thing. Still waiting a little bit. I'm gonna go over my stream time a little tiny bit. Maybe not. I don't need a shiny. I would like to get a shiny. Don't have time to wait around for a shiny. We gotta get our ball from the ball guy and get all of these. Nom nom nom. I need to find, because I want to get a legendary, just even if it's just getting it out. So dark, Colbur or corn? Okay. Colbur or corn? I don't even know if I have corn yet. I think I've got the max yield of berries. And I've got the max amount of them, but make super potions. Realized Sia Bunny left. Whether she realized I wasn't interested or just left because it's 4 in the morning. Okay. I don't want to go buy, but I want to make those for the Pokeblock things. Like, I'll make the next run. Ooh. Oh, we might be able to get fly. I'll probably get to that. All guy, what do you got for me? Okay. Yeah, you ain't stopping. I was just wondering if I sold all my super potions now, if I could afford fly. I need to get some cornberry. You have actually. Okay. We go straight down, right? Yay! We have enough, we should have enough to plant corn. And our crop shall grow. Actually, it should actually, well, excellent. That should be 45 corn. So 90, 180 corn. That'll at least get me 9 times at the Pokeblock thing, which even at 5 each, so I should get enough to get 2. 2 dark would be Darkrai and Dabu, or whatever, the monkey that I just had. Need to make sure I don't use too many. I'm excited. We'll get fly for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna finish that off stream. That won't take too long, and I basically want to do that and shove food in my face for the last second because I gotta be done eating. Anyways, so thank you if you've watched. Thanks for Sia Bunny and Casey for stopping in. Casey, I'll have to see about your ROM pack then. You dropped that titillating bit of information you're making your own, but you didn't share any more of it. I'd love to see some of it. Even if it's not on stream, it'd be wonderful. I've actually I've never been seen some of the process. I've never talked to somebody doing it, so it'd be amazing to talk to you about that. But thanks for stopping in, anyways, and appreciate anybody that's watching. Have a good evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I always say you guys more as like you dudes, you guys, as like a genderless thing. I don't know. Saying y'all just sounds too much southern, and I'm not that southern. Anyways, thanks for stopping.